all praises, glory, and honor be unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash.
Double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone. Taught us this truth. Salutations to the hopeful elect that's out there pushing this word of truth, sincerity, and indeed. We are the great millstone Chicago branch and coming at you with some more of it, man. If anybody got that Jeremiah, y'all know what it is, man. It's the protocol, man. All right, warning come before destruction, man. Let's go. Yeah, get that Jeremiah, man. It's just a thing, man.
28:8. Jeremiah 28:8. And it reads, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence.
That's right, man. So that's why we out here, man. Boots on the ground. We out here to proclaim this message unto the world. All right, and now the gospel of the kingdom is reaching all four corners of the earth now. All right, in lieu of recent events. All right, but nonetheless, whatever y'all got.
And well, I was just gonna say this real quick, brother, just to show you the power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai. About 3 minutes ago, we was about to get blown away, but as soon as the camera come on, the Lord, you know, all right, and calmed it down. Now, hopefully, He keep it down. But you know, if the way it was blowing, you wouldn't even be able to hear us. All our voices would have been get carried away. All right, so the Lord is amazing, man. Just simply amazing. Bring out what you got, and somebody go to Psalms 19.
This is the book of Isaiah 47:1. It says, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans. For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. It says, take the millstones and grind meal, uncover thy locks, may bear the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Meaning what? The Lord is exposing this man, you know, for the devil he really is. You know? The Lord is proclaiming who the true people of the Lord are. The Lord is using these celebrities, you know, to expose these people. The Lord is using the men of the Lord to expose these devils, starting with these elites. And it says, thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. Right? Because what? Yahweh Shai came peaceably at first. Yahweh Shai is not going to come peaceably the second time. Verse 4 says, as for our Redeemer, the Lord of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel. Right, which is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai.
Can I add one real quick? This is Zephaniah 1 and Zephaniah 1 and 9. Then I'll read down to 12. Zephaniah 1 and 9. In the same day also will I punish all those that leap on the threshold, which fill their masters' houses with violence and deceit. And it shall come to pass in that day, saith the Lord, that there shall be the noise of a cry from the fish gate, and an howling from the second, and a great crashing from the hills. That's the times we're coming into, man. The societal collapse, man. All right, we're on the verge of that. With us waking up, you have the rumors of war. This is what Yahweh Shai was speaking about, man. The rumors of war, all these things we're hearing about war, they're rumors. They're not. It's not war yet, which we technically are really in war.
We have war
because you got American boots down in Ukraine, man, and they're trying to slick say, "Oh, we're just protecting the weapons depot." Nah, man, you're in the war now, man.
Oh yeah,
you have soldiers on the ground.
That's right, brother. And it keeps coming out too that America's not really prepared for a war, especially one on multiple fronts.
Right.
All right.
Matthew 24:7. I'm sorry, 6. Like you just said, just laying back on what the brother said. And ye should hear wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled. All these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in different places. Yep. All these are the beginnings of sorrows.
Yeah.
So you got to understand, this is the beginning. Everybody's going to be exposed. And all the truth is going to come out. There's going to be no place to hide. All the bullshit is going to finally be over with. And this Esau, this wicked-ass kingdom, is finally going to be uprooted.
That's right.
So this has to happen. Right, and these are the beginnings for you weak-ass people.
That's right.
That's right, brother.
Hey, how you going to
brother, get me fired up, brother. Hey, and no, it's true, man. And so this whole thing that we're doing, man, it's all for the purpose of bringing and ushering in the kingdom of Yahweh Bashem Shai, man. The Lord is getting ready to come back and bring all these places down, man. Did you get that scripture?
Yes,
that I
sir.
called for? The
This is
same way he did in the past, he's going to do it again.
This is the book of Joshua, chapter 6 and verse 5. And it shall come to pass that when they make a long blast with the ram's horn, and when you hear the sound of the trumpet,
And that blast horn and that trumpet right now is us crying out to the Lord, man,
right.
and bringing forth this truth. We've reached the gates of the nobles, man.
that's right.
And they're gonna eventually have to deal with us. You know, they're gonna have to bypass all these celebrities and all these 501c3 charter paid off camps, and they're gonna have to come to the source.
That's right.
Right? Because the scriptures talk about what we shall say when that day comes. Well, that ain't talking about the 501c3 sellouts. That's talking about us. Go ahead.
It says, all the people shall shout with a great shout, and the wall of the city shall fall down flat.
That's right, man. And the walls of these cities are going to fall down flat, man. The truth is going to come out. They won't be able to hide behind just screaming anti-Semitic and avoid all the talk points and all the evidences and all the history. They're not going to be able to do that for much longer. That thing, that tactic has an expiration date on it, man. All right, and because they keep they shine this light, they turn this light on.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. When they should have just smooth ignored it like they've been doing for the last 15 years. You know,
right.
ignoring it. All right, I would say actually I would say for like the last 12, because starting about 3-4 years ago they started slowly bringing us into the mainstream.
Right.
Is there some more to that?
It says, it's like it. And the people shall ascend up, every man straight before him. That's it.
That's right, man. Because what you gotta understand, man, this apparatus that we're using and broadcasting this word all over the world, this was created for the purpose of what it's being used for, is to propagate the word of Yahweh Bashem Shai, man. I'll get that song, brother. The internet was created for this purpose. Matter of fact, we all were gathered here because of this. All right? And all the other entertainment and bullshit that's on the internet. All right, and there's some other good stuff on there. There's a lot of important history and things that's good for you to know, that you can use as you're teaching the scriptures and edifying. But the number one purpose of the internet was to push the gospel to the four corners of the earth. Go ahead, brother.
This is Psalm 19. I'm going to start at verse 1. To the chief musician, a psalm of David. The heavens declare the glory of the Most High, and the firmaments showeth his handiwork.
Right, because these signals get sent up into the heavens, man, and it goes into the internet. It's like a net, like a fish net, cast around the earth. And guess what? Every man standing here got caught in that net.
Yep.
Right,
World Wide Web.
and all the mother fish and abominable things, they got caught with you. They got tossed back.
That's right, bro.
But you're here.
Let's go.
That's right.
You're here. All right. So the thing is, now we want to stay here.
Right.
All right. We don't want to end up like nigga Ryan and them, man.
That's right.
Like my boy Swift standing on the corner of the 67th and Jeffrey, hanging out with the GDs and the Stones or whoever he hanging out with over there.
He still got his garment on?
He still had his head wrapped.
Oh no, you remember the day we seen him out west?
Selling loose squares?
Man, that nigga look like Swift. And we went back around, I said, man, that nigga is Swift. He had the cigarettes.
Come on, man.
That nigga is
Nigga
Swift.
had his garment on at
He
3
had the
a.m.
garment on.
But see, that can't give you a quick story about the guy he's talking about. And I'm talking about that net. Somebody can find that fisher of men scripture. But basically, that brother was literally, the day that he left camp, he was getting ready to get brought into the camp the very next week.
Yep.
The very next week. Mike Allen and I were both, we were sitting in the back talking about it. And he asked something about, because the ITR, which doesn't exist anymore, they were down there teaching, and he asked about, going back and forth between the two. All right, and I told him, brother, you either going to be with us or you're going to be with them. All right? But what he didn't realize is that following, that we had already said, okay, next week we're going to bring this brother into the camp.
Yep.
And the next week came, and where was he? He was down there with the Coke Weeds camp. All right? The hip-hop
All I
Coke Weed camp. All right? He was with them. And now he's just back in the world, man. Right? So, you know, you gotta pray that now that you've been caught in that net, that the Lord don't cast you away, man. All right? Because many will call, but few will chosen, man. Go ahead.
Move not thy Holy Spirit from me.
That's in my prayer every day. Daily.
This is Psalm 19, verse 2. Day unto day uttereth speech, and night unto night showeth knowledge.
Right. And I'll never forget when Capo pulled up that Maccabean Spirit channel that I had. That's my oldest channel. And they showed it to me in Russian, Japanese, what was it, like Czechoslovakian? It was in Arabic,
All type
Korean. I was like, what the fuck? I had no idea, man. The world is watching this. This message has reached the four corners of the earth.
Yeah. Right? Most known unknowns.
And you
man.
get with them. That's a very good saying. We're the most known unknowns, man. And so many of the scattered elect are watching us, man. That's a whole camp. Ophraim, Filipino Hebrew Israelites, man. Of Yahushua.
Right.
Come on, man. All right? You can't stop this. This is the Lord's plan, man.
Hey, Murph, when that you just said some niggas from Italy? Knew
There's a camp
Oh,
in it.
yeah. No,
Oh no, there's a camp in Italy. No,
this
some
was-
niggas from Italy.
This
They knew.
Yeah.
We was outside a bar, you know, and some Italian niggas was outside, man. And it was me. But I went inside. Captain Lee wasn't old enough to go inside, but we was up on North Avenue campaigning,
Right.
as usual, you know. But so Madaki stood outside with him, and Natazaki. And me, Ariella, and somebody else, we just went inside the bar. And they was just outside, like, Italian niggas. They was like, it's them. It's GMS. they was going crazy. It's GMS. Then, you know, we seen Madaki. And we walked out. It's them. It's GMS.
So why would a bunch of Italian dudes be excited about seeing GMS?
They was fired up.
When we tell it's simple. His name was Jake. And they watching. The heathens are, and the only way the heathens gonna watch this is to scoff or try to come against it.
You know how you know he was a nigga? We like, hey, how you find out about GMS? I had guns, how y'all be talking. He said, shit, my baby mama. When a nigga started to see his baby mama, you know he's a nigga, man. I said, yeah, this nigga fit, and them niggas was fly. I said, man, this shit
Damn,
funny
an
as
Italian
hell.
dude talking about his baby mama.
It was like
Yeah,
three of them.
that was Jake.
It was like three of them niggas, man.
But why? Because of exactly what he's reading. Go ahead, brother.
Psalm 19 and 3. There is no speech nor language where their voice is not heard. Their line is gone out through all the earth, and their words to the end of the world. In them hath he set a tabernacle for the sun, which is as the bridegroom coming out of his chamber, and rejoice as a strong man to run a race. His going forth is from the end of the heaven, and his circuit unto the ends of it.
The whole encircle the whole earth, man. All right. So this message has reached the four corners of the earth. Why do the vibration in the earth is pushing that we're at the end? Why do you think all of these things are happening, man? All right, because the truth finally has been without fruit for so long. Circuit of the earth, man. And so it's making the Lord activate the things that he needs to activate, man. Left hand side is acting up, the right hand side is moving. Everything is happening, man. All right? Go ahead, brother.
This is Proverbs 13 and 13. It says, whoso despiseth the word shall be destroyed, but he that feareth the commandment shall be rewarded.
Go.
And that's going into understanding that they out here despising the words of the truth from Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, but the Lord's men are being rewarded through the spirit, man. We're not out here to be rewarded through the flesh. We out here to have a spiritual reward at the end of this.
Connie, you got Jakes that not even in camps. You got Jakes that you got Muslims, Jakes that's talking about they Semitic. They want to do videos. I mean, it's everybody's, you know, they basically they woken up a giant, man. Now we know some of these guys are going to actually probably be a part of the elect, and many of them are not. But that still don't mean that the Lord's not going to use them to bring forth. And you best believe. Did y'all see that video when Kanye said, if they kill me today? All right? Yeah, he said, if they kill me today, you're going to have another young Ye raise up. You're going to have a Tupac raise up. Or you're going to have a whole bunch of people, you know. He said that then you're going to see something you've never seen before. All right? But it really has nothing to do with Kanye.
Not at all.
It has to do with the doctrine of the Lord, man. Right. But it is, the Lord is using him to incite the masses. And what's, like I said, what's going to actually happen is going to circle back around to the actual source, man,
right.
which is the men of the Lord.
It always does. Where do you think everybody's learned it from? Exactly.
And all these young startups and all these bootleg camps. I mean, even the 501c3 sellout camps. Because them 501c3 camps took that bag, man.
Absolutely.
They took that bag, man. These guys, these Most High Christ blessed type cats.
Jumbo Jet Nate.
You know,
Right.
you know the Legion of Doom wrestling motorcycle gang camp.
Come on, man.
You know who they are.
General Kahana.
Right.
And the Nasty Boys. General Kahana and the Nasty Boys. Them niggas rough, man.
I got something real quick.
Go ahead, brother.
This is the book of 2 Corinthians 13:8. It says, for we can do nothing against the truth, but for the truth.
Let's go.
Right, because I forgot who quoted. They said the internet is one of the worstest things to ever be created.
I think it was Hillary Clinton.
Was it Hillary
No,
Clinton?
No,
Nah.
she may have mentioned it, but she wasn't the first one to
was
say
elite.
It was one of the Rockefellers that said it.
Yeah, so
It was one of the Rockefellers that said it because the internet, and the internet was a big mistake. All right, and now they try to move everything online and nothing's secure, or at least they say. But that cybersecurity is big business, but it's also a really big, easy cop-out for them. Because they can always hide behind, oh, something was leaked, or if we're in danger. We can't tell you about it, but it happened or it's gonna happen, and they can change policy and do shit. The truth be said, man, things were better and safer with paperwork. With the seal on it.
Right.
Receipts, you know? Right, when you can produce, boom. And they had language experts, they could be like, no, that's not the signature. This signature is false. Oh yeah, that's the signature. Things were actually safer back then.
Right.
You get a fireproof safe, the building burn up, the safe is, all the documents are still, they fine. All right, so it really, to put everything inside little computer chips and shit like that, it's really unsafe, man. It's not as safe as you think it is.
And the Lord told the prophets, cause these things to be written.
Right.
All right, a receipt. You know, it ain't no way around it, man. You can't say this done it or that done it. It's written down already, man. You know.
That's why Job said, that my words were written in the book.
Yeah.
God.
With all that injectable technology, man. How many movies have we seen where you see the guy literally take somebody else's eyes out their head and use them for a retina scan?
Yeah.
Or cut their hand off,
their
use
hand,
their
yep.
thumbprint, their fingerprint to open up doors and shit like that. All right, I was watching some movie, it was some gangster movie. It was some Italian dude, man. He had a whole refrigerator full of hands because he was using the hands to open up shit. Oh, and he was using the hands to leave fingerprints to set other motherfuckers up that's dead already. So he out here doing hits.
That nigga was real.
He doing
That
hits
shit
on
was
people,
real.
but then he taking the dead dude's hand and put his fingerprints everywhere. And then he out. You know, so that technology ain't safe, is what I'm saying. You know? I think some movie I was watching, man. Dude, he opened up, he was like, what the fuck are all these hands? Dude was a hitman. So he kept extra hands, you know, because he needed them to set other people up.
And then on top of that, hey, y'all constantly talking about some, you know, when we post stuff up, y'all be quick to go right behind it with fucking fact check, man. All right, but every time we come out here and get on the line and talk about the word,
and fact check has been proven to be fake. That's a fact. It's been proven that they try to edit and change shit.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of that happened with the whole COVID thing.
Yep.
There was a lot of fact checking that turned out to be, you know, not what they said it was.
So, and we come out here and teach the word, ain't nothing changed. It's the same word coming out all the time, and y'all have yet to come out with any type of receipt to say who you are.
Well, no, they don't, because they hide behind the anti-shield.
Right, right.
So you come with relics, you come with history, you come with scripture, you come with questions that aren't degrading, that aren't you're not down talking on anyone or anything. You should just simply read it. Matter of fact, get Isaiah 34:8.
Did Vocab even answer them questions yet?
He ain't. No. Matter of fact, I changed the name of that video and put it to the rabbis.
Ooh.
I changed it, and nobody. There's been no answers yet.
Of course.
It's just, and then now that old video is getting even more hits because of the title change.
And I'm gonna keep on Lord's will.
Right.
I'm gonna keep reposting.
All right. No, nobody's answered those 7 questions yet.
Yeah.
Right. And this is a couple of them. Matter of fact, get that Isaiah 36 and 5. Get Lamentations 5:2. Jeremiah 17:4. All right. Zechariah 9:6. All right. And then whatever else you can think of. Oh yeah, and I said Isaiah 34:8.
I got it right here.
Somebody read that one first, because this is on the table now, man. We've been waiting for this.
This is the book of Isaiah 34:8. It says, "For it is the day of the Lord's vengeance, and the year of recompenses for the controversy of Zion."
Right, and it ain't gonna be one Black Adam, it's gonna be 144.
Let's go.
Let's go, let's go,
Right, and
baby.
they gonna tell you when they catching your bullets, your magic is weak. Right? Right. What's my little man's the bright burn? Take the world.
Yeah.
When he figured out his language, he kept saying it, and then it came to his mind. He was like, "Take the world." All right, because Daniel 7:18 says the saints of the Most High will take the king. We ain't gonna ask for it.
Right.
We ain't asking for none of that, man. We about to roll up on you and rabbit ear your pockets, homie. All right?
I like that.
Exactly. Debo, what he say? What you got on my drink?
Right. That nigga said I'm just tuck mine in. Nah, nigga.
What he say? Y'all niggas ball, but you got stuff.
Right.
Go ahead, man. Either one. Don't even matter.
Jeremiah 17:4. And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thy inheritance that I gave thee. And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not.
Right.
For ye have kindled a fire in mine anger, which shall burn forever.
We spent a long time, man. So the question to the rabbis is, when did you serve an enemy that you know is not, the land that you know is not? And in what time period did you lose your history, forget who you were, and then wake up and remember who you were?
Let's go. Let's go.
We're waiting.
You know,
Right.
and if that hollow thing, you know what I mean, that hollow thing is valid,
But I thought they knew who they were.
they still knew they knew who was fucking them over. They knew who that was.
So they say,
knew it.
because now with a lot of more information I've learned, I'm beginning to question that. But anyway,
That never happened.
but continue on.
Need some more?
I got 36 and 5, you said?
Was it Jeremiah 36 and 5?
Oh,
Was it
Salaki.
Go ahead, get it, brother.
It's Jeremiah.
No.
I got the Zechariah.
You know what I'm talking about. Hold that, brother.
Point in my man.
And yeah.
It's Ezekiel 36.
So
Oh,
Ezekiel.
Ezekiel 36.
Yeah, it's
Con.
Ezekiel 36 and 5.
I got you. This is the book of Ezekiel 36 and 5. Therefore, thus saith Yahweh power.
Somebody get it in Joel too.
Surely in the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against the residue of the heathen and against all Idumea.
Right, and now, after watching that You Are Amalek video, it
God.
makes it even clearer. And I've been saying this for quite a few years now, man, that there's a war between Amalek and the white-brained Christians.
Oh, yeah.
And that shows you that it's and all these Christians are running around supporting the Israelis and Judaism, and the Judaism actually despise Christianity.
They trying to get
They absolutely despise who the world ignorantly calls Jesus, man.
That's right.
They say horrible things.
Yep.
They say his mother was a whore.
Yep.
That he's in hell boiling in
Feces.
in human feces and shit
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
They absolutely and then they said who's responsible for all that dark complexion, melanated migration into Europe.
Exactly.
And now it's doing exactly. And now the European girls all the Edomites in Europe are all being impregnated by all these men that are coming over there. That's what's happening.
Man, yeah.
And they're getting impregnated by brown, and it's funny because when you start watching all these British shows, all you're seeing is mixed people, mixed youth and children.
Yep.
All right, it's a whole lot of, Ishmael going over there, he boning up Becky over there. You know, Ham going over there, he boning up Becky over there. Jake Bennett boning up Becky over there. All right, Elam, yeah, you know, everybody over there seeding up Becky, man.
That's right.
All right, and now I'm beginning to understand. Not that I support them in any way. I actually despise them and hate them just as much. Damn the neo-Nazis. And matter of fact, come to find out, they don't even call themselves that. They never called themselves that. All right, and Esau loves to put titles on people. That's like we don't call ourselves Black Hebrew Israelites. Right. We're the Hebrew Israelites. They love to put titles on people so that they can control the narrative. Right. Matter of fact, one of the words for Nazi I found out meant like simple and stupid. So you all these proud Germans who invented every goddamn thing, you know, as far as technology, as far as engines and shit like that, they made it better than anybody else made it. All right, even if they didn't invent it, they made it better. Why would they call themselves stupid?
Right.
So they didn't even call themselves that, man. So that name was placed upon them by the people who control the media and all the information while screaming that they don't.
Right. Right.
But by showing you the way they're doing Kyrie and Kanye, that they actually do control every aspect of they proved the very point by doing exactly what they said was anti-shield.
Right.
You know, it was anti saying, well, to say that about us that's anti-shield.
Right.
That's anti-sim. All right?
As well
But your actions prove that you do control everything.
Yep.
You can cancel everybody's contracts, take their money, make them apology, take their money. You start taking away people's money, they're gonna say, I'm sorry. Right? And it's like Elder Apostle Tahar said, man, with Kyrie, man, they might have threatened his life. You know, to make him backtrack with everything.
Retracted his clause.
You know?
They broke on him
They
for
did
half a mil ticket.
they did it to Kanye. Kanye said it. He said, if I would have went to the doctor and took a certain pill or a certain prescription they gave me, I wouldn't have been here. So Kanye was understanding that they were trying to. He understands they already trying to kill him, man. All right, they sent him to the doctor to get some type of medicine for him being so-called crazy.
Same type medicine that Michael Jackson took.
Exactly. Yep. And he peeped. He was like, I didn't go take it, but if I would have did it, I wouldn't have been here. He said that, man. So they trying to kill him because the truth is really coming to the forefront, man. That's what it is, man. And it's gonna keep going to the forefront. It's not gonna stop.
Hey, look, man, look.
Yes.
I had them niggas, the bros was talking about doing sit downs and live shows. I know it's over, man. Them niggas was talking about right. You know,
Atomic Dog playing in the background.
right. Screaming they the Semitics and shit.
Drinking that cute shit.
You know, I'm like, you have got to be kidding me, man. But they done pissed off a lot of people, man. The Muslims and the Moors, they know they Semitic, they know they Israelites.
Oh, they know they tell you.
So they, a lot of them are going in as well, man. They bringing it out, you know. And a lot of people mistake about Farrakhan's father looked like an Edomite, but Farrakhan a nigga, man.
Yeah, I never went with that.
Yeah, I seen the image of his father. I'm like, okay, well, so was Bob Marley's.
Right.
But if you listen to Bob Marley's music and you watch Bob Marley play and you watch him sing, it is apparent that dude's not an Edomite, man.
Right.
But that's a whole nother thing. These carnal, what they see Israelites that don't move in the spirit, man.
Oh.
Yeah, cause so what? Farrakhan's father is a white guy.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter, man.
Yeah.
That dude's
He
that
too charismatic.
he got too much. He got too much.
A million niggas following him.
Yeah, exactly. He got too much flavor.
A million
To be yeah, he got too much flavor, man.
Black.
Oh,
Yeah, what white man has ever had a million men follow him walk?
Right.
Exactly, man.
That nigga be having Gadites and everything. They be having the crowns on at the meetings.
Yeah,
Rappers, that Farrakhan inspired. He get niggas.
That dude
He
a
get
Jake,
all
man.
type of niggas riled up.
He a Jake, man.
they had Kanye plastered all over the fucking bean pie today. Whatever that newsletter that they be the Muslims pass out.
Watch that.
Final call.
Yeah, the final call, man. Yeah, man.
Wake up, black man.
They talking about Kanye don't back down. I'm like, wait a minute. If Kanye's saying we're the Israelites, what are you niggas talking about?
Right, you done canceled your whole shit. You done canceled your whole Muslim shit.
Like, what the fuck you niggas talking about, man? Hey, Kanye ain't show up with a bow tie and a bean pie. He said we're the Israelites, man. He growing his beard out. You know, he's saying it's 12 tribes, man. Like, what are you niggas talking about, man?
And holding true to what he
Right.
said.
You niggas got on right, man. They got the fucking tuxedo and the magic carpet. Like, what are you doing, man? Knock that shit off, man. And come home, man.
And we've been trying to tell them, man. Hey, but you know, maybe the Lord gonna bring some of them out of that.
Oh, yeah.
Bring it out, brother.
It's Daniel 4:17 in the KJV and the NLT. Says this matter is by the decree of the watchers and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the basis of men. Right. In the NLT it says, for this has been decreed by the messengers. It is commanded by the holy ones, so that everyone may know that the Most High, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, rules over the kingdoms of the world. He gives them he gives them to anyone he chooseth, even to the lowliest of the people.
Right, and so, and the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. That's right. And we see these circumcised with the mouth, type, kosher pork, kosher pig type blasphemous people. They rule over the whole world, man. And they left their brothers out.
Oh man.
And that's why it's a house divided, and they falling now.
Yep.
They falling. And like I said, I'm beginning to understand, why these skinheads and white racist groups have such a disdain. Even a lot of veterans and patriots have a disdain, because I got on them books that's written by military commanders that were, from World War II, going in on the small habits. And so why would they be doing that? Because they understood that, what those people are doing.
It says, how are the things of Esau searched out, man?
In fact, let me find some
Hey, your own people, man. Your own people air you out. What is that? Psalms? Is that 86?
Psalm 64 and 8.
Psalm 64 and 8? I'll grab that real quick. Or somebody beat me to it.
What?
You got it? I got it. This is Psalms chapter 64, verse 8. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All they that see them shall flee away. And like the elder was alluding to, man, you got your fellow Edomite brethren, they air you out, but then you got books written by your fellow Ashdod 48ers, man. All right, Arthur Kessler. All right, he came out with the 13th tribe. Hey, man, that is a Gitsu, man. That is a sword.
Yeah.
All right, it cuts the hell out. It goes into the origin, all right, and it goes into your modern day think tanks, man, and where they came from, man. So you can't escape this thing, man. Whatever y'all got.
I got one very quick. This is Isaiah 19 and 14. Yahweh have mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work. Therefore, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. So that's what's going on. Egyptian versus Egyptian, that perverse spirit. And Amalekite is ruling Edom. They have no clue. They bowing down to everything he does. And now that it's all backfired. And they coming at his ass. Because the Lord is running everything like the brother just read earlier. He rules over everything. The Lord is a master chess player. Y'all have no fucking clue. And he's using everybody to do his wondrous works. And Amalekites and Edomites, y'all were made just for destruction.
Here's three sources what I'm going to mention. And this is from the historian Sven Italeri, I think his name is. He's in Nursing. He's a German historian. and I actually did a video. Somebody put this footage up of him speaking, and I did a video featuring this guy like 5 years ago. But this is the book Esau Edom. I mean, this is a quote from the book from the 1925 Jewish Encyclopedia, Volume 5, page 41, and it reads: Esau Edom is modern Jewry.
That's right.
It says they are not they are not of Israel or Judah. That's coming from the 1925 Jewish Encyclopedia, Volume 5, page 41. Here's another one. Strictly speaking, it is incorrect to call an ancient Israelite a Jew, or to call a contemporary Jew, meaning one today, an Israelite or Hebrew. Right now, they are Hebrews. They're Hebrew Edomites. And this is from the Jewish Almanac, 1980, page 3. The Jewish Almanac, 1980, page 3. Next, Edomite Jews began to call themselves Hebrews and Israelites in 1860. Encyclopedia Judaica, 1971, volume 10, section 23. I'll read it again. Edomite Jews began to call themselves Hebrews and Israelites in 1860. Encyclopedia Judaica, 1971, volume 10, section 23.
Oh, I got a precept for you. This is Job 15 and 6. Thine own mouth condemn thee and not I. Yeah, thine own lips testify against thee.
That's right.
It be your own people, man.
So, fuck that
It be your own people,
Mittler. All right,
man.
fuck Bette Midler, fuck Walter Cronkite. You know, Woody Allen, old freaky ass. Marrying his damn baby daughter ass.
Freaky deacon ass.
All right? How you gonna raise a baby up and then when she come of age, marry her?
That's some wild
Perv.
shit. That's some wild shit.
He actually
He was
divorced-
changing the diapers.
he
Wait.
did- Right, you changing the wife in her ass, right?
Wild
Fucking
shit,
freak,
man.
man.
Then he divorces his wife to marry this woman.
Wild shit.
Damn
I got
weirdo.
one. And flaunted her on the red carpet. And nobody said shit.
All you seen was R. Kelly. All you seen was R. Kelly.
Yeah, right. Right, here he is marrying his daughter, and they like, hey, what about R. Kelly? Put the camera on R. Kelly. Right.
Man, the damn devil, man.
That's why the scripture says, woe to them that call good evil and evil good, man.
Yeah.
Y'all promote that wicked ass shit on a regular basis, but when it comes to the good, y'all don't want no parts of that. You know, this is where it's at. This is wholesome. What y'all put out is straight garbage, man. Poison, wickedness. And you wonder why the Lord gonna come back and smash your shit in, man. You know?
Whatever y'all got. Bring them out. Bring them out.
Exodus 17 and 16 says, for he said, because the Lord has sworn that the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai will have war with Amalek for generation to generation,
Let's go.
even to now.
Let's go.
So he's still in war with him.
Let's go.
And you know, like the Elder Malcolm just brought out that the modern Ish people start calling themselves Ishes,
The Ashdod 48ers.
right? In 1860, right? But this Free Blacks of Israel Hill, which I believe is located in Georgia, all right. It says they were settled in 1810 to 1811, and that these African Americans were calling themselves Israelites. So you know, and the truth springing out the earth, man. Issues are y'all imposters, man.
Let's go.
Y'all late to the party talking about 18 anything. You know?
Right.
Y'all about
200 years.
Yeah, because you know, you'll leave it up to No Class Malone, right?
Yeah.
And James White, the Edomite. They'll talk about One West, you know, and it started there. No, it started way before that, man.
Let's go.
The truth just came out of One West. The understanding. See, the truth was already here, but nobody had the full truth, or there was a lack of understanding. The understanding didn't come until One West came to be, man. And the truth has increased since then. Because there was a lot of breakdowns that were wrong. There was a lot of things that when I came in the truth, that breakdowns have changed.
Yeah.
And then the precepts back it up.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's right.
All right. That what was that one that we used? They should never. Jacob
Wax
should never
pale.
wax pale.
That's what I was
We
thinking
used to
about
love to
when
hit
you
him with
said.
that, and then you know, that didn't even mean that, man.
And here come
They got that phone call.
Right. Now the Zaki showed up, man, with a ponytail and shit.
Right. All over again.
You explain this.
You know? Con.
Damn, that's funny. That's the first thing I thought about as soon as you said it. Like, man, Jacob bringing that shit out every week.
Yep, couldn't. And that was back in the good old days when the fake Jews would come on camp all the time.
Yeah, they thought that shit was real. They really felt educated coming up to martial law school.
When the Moody law students used to come up all the time.
They really thought that was
we used to get the Moody College, the Bible College seniors all the time, man.
The brothers was there. I was telling the brothers in the Tuesday class.
A couple of their instructors too.
Yeah.
A couple professors from Moody Bible College came, man. And they got tore up.
Them niggas was lunch meat, man.
They got that spiritual beat down, man.
Sir.
Spiritually lumped up.
Look, I'm talking about raccoon eyes.
Lumped up and stomped out, right?
Spiritually was a raccoon.
And you know what? And then they went back to the school, and then they told their students, hey, don't talk to them.
Leave them alone.
Don't go there no more. Because you know what? Because them students was coming back with notes and questions. You know, and they were like, who the hell y'all been talking to?
You want some of this too old, man?
Some of the professors had to come down there with the little circle eyeglass
Yeah.
Right.
to find out and got their ass cut up. Went back, lumped up. Retreat.
Right.
I was telling the younger brothers, man, like this, like when you don't see, I was telling them in the Tuesday class, like when you don't really see people coming out here, to me it's a fake booster because we had flocks, crowds, scoffers, 50 scoffers every week.
Man.
Let alone the scholars, the so-called
Yeah, we
scholars.
actually had scholars with
These
them.
motherfuckers have been
Pastors,
confounded. All
reverends.
Muslims.
Yeah,
All
they
type
would
of
always
wild
come.
niggas.
They don't come up like that.
They got beat.
Because all they did was made us better. We were tearing them up then.
Yeah.
But now we're even better at it now.
Yeah.
Super Saiyan.
Now you can understand why they don't want to put it. They really are reluctant to put a camera in the face of anyone from Great Millstone. They'll go to IUIC. They'll go to they'll go mess with ISPK. You know. What do you do? Trip over the bottle?
Elder, I actually see some of those scoffers walk past here. They don't come up no more.
Right. They'll be saying shit.
I see some of them.
They'll be saying shit.
I got a precept for y'all. This is Luke 21:15. For I will give you a mouth and wisdom, which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist. Hey, that's it, man. Hey, look, they've been getting beat down, man. The Lord has been, He endowed us with the Spirit, man. Whenever these people came up, man, they got rebuked, man. They went running up the street, man, tucking their tail, man. You cannot go against this truth, man. You know? Hey, man, this truth is like iron. And these people and their ideology is like clay. You know, it gets fucking broken to shivers, man. Every time you come up here with that bullshit, man. You know? You got something about
Jeremiah 23:29.
My nigga.
Is not my word like as a fire, saith the Lord Yahweh, and like a hammer that breaketh the rocks in pieces? You can't come against his word, man.
That's right.
Every time you try to come to the left, the word is going to come cut your ass to the right. And vice versa, man. It's been proven 7 times.
That's right.
You know?
Right.
So, hey, what you got next? Oh, I know. You're going to come down with great wrath because you a bitch and you can't come against
That's all these guys left.
That's it.
It's gonna get to the point
Weak.
that because they're gonna defame us. They're gonna shut this whole system down. They're gonna have to turn off the internet.
Yep.
They got to.
They're gonna have to turn off the internet. Bring it out,
That's
brother.
all right.
Ready.
Well, this is Hebrews chapter 4, verse 12. For the word of Yahweh is quick and powerful, and sharper than a two-edged sword, piercing even to dividing asunder of soul and spirit,
Yes.
and the joints of marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the spirit.
That's right.
There you go, brother. That was right on. That was right on time, right on point.
That's right.
This word is sharper than any two-edged sword, man. All right. I got some pretty sharp swords.
Let's go.
All right. And this word is sharper than any of them.
That's right.
All right.
That's right.
Any of them.
And it says it's a discerner of the intents of the hearts of men. So what you thinking you can find a loophole. Ain't no loopholes in the Holy Spirit, dog. You know, and the word is gonna find you out whether you have integrity or whether you just a nigga.
The Lord calling in the rule of total, brothers, man.
Let's go. Man, them niggas go.
They gonna find a way to submit your ass. All right?
That's right.
You ain't getting out this match without tapping.
That's right.
All right? As simple as that, man.
That's how you know this word is the truth, man. Any other thing that they put out, allow to be out in the internet, they look right past it. They don't even worry about it. As soon as this truth come out, brothers' videos get cut down because it's too much truth, right? That's why y'all took the apocrypha out, because it got too much truth. It reveals too much.
Names.
You see?
Well, and then it creates a conundrum too, because like you got this war between Amalek and the rest of Esau. The Apocrypha has the story of the Maccabees in it. In the book of the Maccabees, it identifies the Spartans as Israelites. But you got white people claiming to be, you know, the Spartans. All right.
You dry butler.
But then it's identifying them as being the Jews. So now you got a problem.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Now you got to explain all this, right? And then when you start explaining the then that means you would have to explain the Hellenization. You're gonna have to start explaining how the Israelites got Hellenized.
Yeah.
All right. What they actually look like. All that's going to begin to come out. You see what I mean?
Right.
It just creates a snowball effect of problems. That's why they didn't let Mel Gibson make a movie about the Maccabees, man.
Exactly.
It was like, oh no, we don't want to talk about that.
Exactly.
And the average Christian knows nothing about the Maccabees. Well, a lot of them know now because of us.
Exactly.
But you go back, you know, my whole life, man, growing up, you know, I'm one of the oldest brothers standing out here right now. All right? I never knew nothing about the Maccabees. All right? Until I was 38 years old. I didn't know nothing about the Maccabees. Did you know anything about the Maccabees?
I heard of them.
I had never heard of them, man. I didn't know. You know, and then I found out that in the islands, like in Jamaica and the different islands, man, they knew they called the Apocrypha the Maccabees Bible. That's what they called it.
Yeah.
They called it the Maccabees Bible. And there was a time in Jamaica when you got punished for reading it. Right? Jamaicans would get in trouble by the government if they got caught reading the Maccabees Bible. All right? Why? Because of the history it reveals. It reveals the so-called white man to be Esau, Edom.
That's right.
That's why. It lets you know that the Greeks and the Romans were Edom.
That's right. Then it broke his names, Alexander the Great.
It broke down names. It broke down things that are in secular history that they teach you in colleges.
Exactly.
They teach you about Antiochus and Seleucids and all them different people, you know. And then learning that the Herodians go directly back to that line.
Yeah.
All right. The Antipater wasn't he the first of the top of the Herodian?
He was the father of the Herodian.
All right. So Antipater was married to one of the Maccabees' daughters.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's how he got to the position he was in. He was married to one of the priests.
Right.
All right.
His name was Antipater the Idumean. That was his son.
And then what had his wife's people did? They had converted Idumeans into Jewish. That's where this Judaism thing comes from.
Exactly.
And that's why in Revelation 13, in the beginning, it said that, because we went to school and grew up in the school system, and they said they praised Alexander the Great, and that shows you because it shows you that this whole power structure of Edom started with them. It tell you about the leopard in Revelation 13 and how it comes down into the time we're living in now, how it's going to be ended by the bear. That's
Go ahead
Russia.
and get it, brother.
You know?
Go ahead, you brought it up. Get it, brother.
Yeah, and they say that's the birth of so-called civilization. No, it was when the white man.
And that's what I was trying to explain to my client. He's trying to big up the American military, and his buddies works for the military. He knows all this stuff about missiles. I said, well, he lying to you, man. Russian missile technology is far surpassed America.
Yep.
While America was partying it up, you know, setting it off on the left and the right.
Right.
All right. While they were setting it off.
This is how we do it.
You know, Russia was over there building better missiles, man. And matter of fact, I was watching some show. It was probably not quite a year ago, but he said the Russian missile technology is about 20 years ahead of America's or something.
Come on, man.
All right. But go ahead and bring out what you got, brother.
This is Revelation 13, verse 1. And I stood upon the sand of the sea, and saw a beast rise up out of the sea.
Now let me say this too. All right. Well, while he's reading that, if you've been watching the media, the American media is always talking about how Russia's losing battles in Ukraine and all this shit. And all that's bullshit. It's all lies, man. All right? Because despite however that cookie crumbles, no matter how you crumble that cookie up, the Bears winning.
Yeah.
Read.
It says, Revelation 13:1, and I stood upon the sand of the sea and saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and upon his horns 10 crowns, and upon his heads the names of blasphemy. And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard. So this beast system, oh my, this beast system, this power structure, you go over to Europe, you have all those small vassal states of America. You got Germany, all right, and we go back into the actual original families. All right, brothers have broken that down. The actual original names. These are these vessels. These are these vessels called vassal states that make up this beast system, man. You see, this is the beast that John saw come up out of the sea, man. It says, verse 2. And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard, meaning it began with the Greeks. And his feet were as the feet of a bear, and his mouth, and that's the point right there, his feet were as the feet of a bear, which means in the latter days, the end of this power structure of Edom would be ended with the Russians, the bear. It's not a coincidence that the Russians use their animal as that bear, man. All right, everything is not by coincidence, man. Everything is scriptural.
They even got a mass gainer or like a protein in GNC vitamin shop. It's called the Russian bear.
Wow. Yep. There it is.
You can't make it up, man.
Revelation.
I looked at that, I said, man, this shit, but you can't make it up, man. I'm looking up there, that shit, wow.
Hey, while you're reading it, bro, let me read this headline that just came up. It goes right in line. It's coming. This is from Full Spectrum Survival. It's coming. Military warning, it's going to get bad. China and Russia versus USA in 2020. We're not going, and I don't believe we're gonna make it out this year without missiles and bombs and bullets flying back and forth between America. It ain't gonna happen. All right, because matter of fact, with the way that the heat is coming down, the way I think it's gonna happen, I'm speaking as a man, is that this Israelite thing is getting so hot. They gonna control the narrative, so they need something to distract. They gonna need, and then when they come back to it, they can shut down our voices where we have no voice to speak, and then just say, "Hey, these people are wicked, they're evil," and then just come against us. I believe that's how it's gonna happen, and the Lord gonna lift up that standard. I believe that's exactly what's gonna happen, man, because they about to send his dumb ass to go die.
Absolutely.
He about to go die for a country that don't give a shit about him.
Right. It's back in Revelation 13.
A high-speed projectile interceptor. That's what they told me that I was. Hell, I was a machine gunner, man. Matter of fact, they said that in Vietnam, the machine gunner life expectancy was 5 seconds because they were so afraid of the M60.
Yeah.
That when they heard it, everything focused on where it came from. Yeah. Mortars, everything. That 60 code cut everything down, man. I was an 0331, a machine gunner, man. I carried that big ass. They always stuck the big motherfucker with that. I had that big ass 60, man.
And I remember from Black Hawk Down, when they were riding through the city with the Humvee.
Yeah.
And the dude that was on the 50, he got shot. And then it was a rookie soldier. Yeah. And he was scared. He was like, and they were yelling, and they're like, "Get on that 50!" They were inside the Humvee, "Get on that 50!"
And that goes to show you they full of shit. Because a 50 is supposed to be an anti-aircraft weapon.
Right, exactly.
You're not even supposed to fire a 50 at troops.
Right, exactly.
Man, you gonna fire whatever you got, man. They like your ass up. You let that 50 fire. Shit. Yeah.
That butterfly grip ain't no joke.
That shit.
You know?
Watch Band of Brothers. That's cool.
Well, go ahead, brother.
This Revelation 13 and 2. And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard, and his feet, the end of the system in the latter days, were as the feet of a bear, and his mouth is the mouth of a lion, and the dragon gave him his power and his seat and great authority. And I saw one of his heads as it were wounded to death, That's talking about the Roman Empire. That's talking about the Edomites when they went down to Jake. All right, and then we came in power for 1,000 years. All right, that's when they were wounded. But then it says, and his deadly wound was healed. So they came back into power during the Renaissance, which means the rebirth. That was the rebirth of the Edomites, man. That's when they start painting over the images, and that's what leads up into the time we're living in now. Iconoclasm.
You go to modern day Italy. You go to Barcelona. You go to Spain. You go all the different places. Where Gaius Michelangelo and Gaius Da Vinci was. You know, that's when and where all that started, man. Matter of fact, that was their charge. Problem was is that Jacob had left so many relics, paintings, and statues, they couldn't even destroy them all, man. And a lot of people that were just art lovers hid and preserved a lot of them, and now those things are resurfaced. But that was the Lord doing that, man.
That's right. That's right.
Preserving all that art so that we can drop the receipts.
Let's go.
All right.
I got a little bit more. This Revelation 13:3, and I saw one of his heads as it was wounded to death, and his deadly wound was healed. The rebirth, and all the world wondered after the beast. That's what we're living in now. Everybody believes in America. They want to continue on and keep this wickedness going. This is everybody wondering after the beast.
Yeah.
All right. But what we know that destruction's coming for these people, man. Yeah. That's why they have that spirit of who can make war with them.
And they gonna fight each other because, like you know, because Amalek has left the rest of the Edomites out, and they feel like they losing their country and their power and everything, and they get to the point where they ready to fight for it. They're ready to go to war with Amalek, man.
That's right.
So you're gonna have the Egyptian versus the Egyptian, man. You're gonna have these patriots, and a lot of these patriots are ex-soldiers, man, former soldiers.
Yep.
You know, former Army, Navy, Marines, and all that shit, man. And guess what? A lot of the soldiers that are active are gonna join with the patriots, because a lot of them feel the same way. And not to mention, there's also the element of soldiers that are watching us.
Right.
All right. Because I remember talking to one of the young brothers in Denver. He woke up to the truth while he was in the military watching my videos, and he told me that it was an uncle who was a master sergeant who had 20-some years in that turned him on to it. His uncle told him it's too late for me. I'm old. You need to watch this. His uncle told him that you need to start watching this, and he started watching the videos. He got the hell out the military, and now he out there with the Denver cap, man. Right? Go ahead, brother.
This is 2 Peter 3:17, 18. It says, ye therefore, beloved, seeing ye know these things before, beware lest ye also be led away with the error of the wicked, far from your own steadfastness, but grow in grace and in the knowledge of our Lord and Savior, Yahweh Shah HaMashiach. To him be glory both now and forever.
That's right.
Amen.
Hey, that's a beautiful thing. Because that old soldier, man, he and it wasn't just him, it was other soldiers. So think about it, man, that's kind of like treason. You got a master sergeant with 20+ years of service telling young soldiers, hey, I want you to watch this. And he was only going to jail. It wasn't like he was pulling Edomites to the side. Right. He was telling Jace, hey, you need to watch this. You need to watch this. So he started watching, and he was convicted. You know, like the Lord, like bless the dude wherever he is, man. Take care of him when that time comes. All right.
Waking little brothers up.
Yeah, he started turning other brothers on. Y'all need to be watching this. You know, he grabbing up privates and PFCs and lance corporals. You know, and showing them to the men of the Lord, man.
It's the book of Acts, you know, the digital edition. You know, you got centurions believing.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I mean? So that's why it says in Baruch, the 5th chapter, he said, behold, thy children are gathered from the east and the west by the word. They're gathered by the Holy One by the word, man.
Yeah,
rejoicing in glory.
Yeah, our apostles and elders they didn't get funding for the government from their 501c3 to go jet set.
Let's go.
And go set up camps in other places, you know.
Right.
Like some people.
Right. Hey, the Lord knew we was going to be poor and fucked up down here. We ain't got the money to be jet setting, trying to set up shop, trying to convert.
Selling
you know, like, come on,
camp
man.
starter kits and shit like that.
Right. Hell no, man.
Extra wristbands.
Right. Come on,
First
man.
for the first 30
Right.
orders.
Get the fuck out of here,
Yeah,
man.
your first, you don't get a Bible or a garment. First thing you get is some spike down wristbands.
Extra wristbands.
Right, so you can
5
handle the sword.
DVDs.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Of all breakdowns, 5 DVDs. But like the elder Kabazazak, he was just saying it, man. He was just saying that the Lord didn't give us all this, which proves the power of the Lord. And that's why the Lord got us in the lower state.
right.
Fuck that, we don't have any military, we
Right.
don't have any banking system. All we have is the divine intervention that put us in this captivity.
That's right.
That's the divine intervention that brought us out of this captivity.
That's right.
That's why Psalms 91 chapter, the 91st chapter, blessed is he who dwelleth in the shadow of the Almighty, man. We really gonna make it out this place simply off this.
Let's go.
And that's going to show the power of the Lord, man. That's why I said they should marvel at the strangeness of their salvation. This is the strangeness of their salvation, starting with this right here, and ultimately going into that protection, and ultimately going into the chariots, man. That's why the scripture says that wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of our times and strength of their salvation. Not no bullshit, man, because the white man, you know, he has a military, and that's why we never came in the spirit of grabbing a bunch of guns and going against the so-called white man. Nigga, that's his blessing. It's ours.
Right.
That's right.
And he had the money and the resources to go take the weapons and had thousands of bullets to spare so he could train it and get good with it.
Come on,
Yeah.
man.
Right. You know how much money it would take for just these men standing here to get enough bullets for them to actually learn how to shoot properly and all that?
But even that ain't gonna work because they got a fucking
You know?
control device on the drone. They send it from
Right.
the roof.
Right.
What the fuck you gonna do with that? He got the crib playing
Got
video
something,
games.
They got some right.
Playing car, right? He think he playing
Some pussy
Right.
eat gummy
a
bears.
straight pussy.
He ain't even on the battlefield.
Right.
He think he playing Call of Duty. He was about to big
Like,
shit on you.
Right.
Boom.
They're like, oh, so I see these niggas get cold.
PlayStation 5 controller, man.
All right, yeah.
I can do it.
That nigga, he gonna stand up, hat to the back. Kill street. Get your niggas right up out of there,
Get
man.
his dip and shit. The fucking dip, the fucking bottle.
Right.
You know the
Spit bottle.
The spit bottle.
Yeah.
You saw one of the dip, right? Some chew. Some chew.
You got some chew and shit.
You know? Yeah, ain't no way in the world you can stand up to these people carnally, man.
Let's go.
Like I've already said, it ain't like, you know, it's gonna be all the Edomites on that side of Roosevelt and all the Jakes on this side. We gonna meet in the middle of the street and knuckle up like in the Outsiders.
Right.
You know, the Outsiders.
Pony Boy.
Right. Pony Boy in Dallas and all that, right. You know? If that was the case, we win every time.
Shit, we would have been out of this
All right,
motherfucker.
but that ain't how it's gonna happen, man.
Right.
Set up
You
like
know?
gangs in New York.
Right.
That's it, boys.
You know, bring it out, brother.
Isaiah 41 and 14, it says, "Fear not, thou worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel, I will help thee, saith Yahweh, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel."
God, man. It ain't no plan B. All right, we gonna stand on that, man. We gonna be Isaiah 4, Second Ezra, Sirach 4 and 28. That's it. It ain't no other way out of this, man.
Right.
What you gonna do? Go back to? What you gonna go back to?
Right.
Nothing.
Destruction.
What you gonna go back to? I got a news app, like every 5 minutes, there's a shooting, a mugging, or something happening. That's what all those little things are. They just go off non-stop. Somebody getting mugged, somebody getting robbed, somebody getting shot.
Yeah.
Right?
It's a citizen there,
You know?
citizen.
Yeah, man, exactly. I just found out that woman that got surrounded by the Rough Riders up in Old Town. It took 30 minutes before the police even showed up.
And that's in
She in
Old
her
Town.
car surrounded by the Rough Riders.
Let's go.
All right?
I was on the citizen app yesterday. It was like reports of like 7 gunshots within like 2 hours. Gunshots detected. Now I'm reading it, and then I hear gunshots. I'm like, I said, man, I told my brother, I said, be circumspect, because this motherfucker's
Yeah,
shooting
man.
up, man.
So what you gonna go back to, man? You gonna try to go out and party and hang out. You'll get shot the hell up, beat up, robbed in their pockets, lumped up, stabbed up. You know, it's nothing there. Or you gonna get with Keisha nasty ass and burn your dick.
Or
Yeah.
you gonna be.
Or you gonna get your burnt dick and a child support case.
Right.
And get locked up.
Right.
You know?
Or, hey, man, it's 2023, man. You might fuck around and be getting your shoulders rubbed by some 6'5" lady boy. All right, this is what's out here now, man. This shit is real, man.
Hey, there's a nigga that fell out, Capo. Hey, there was a nigga that fell out the truth, and he went back into the world with his worldly friends, and the only way to go back to chill with him, he had to get his ass whooped again.
Damn.
He had to get. I said, damn. I said, you gotta jump back? No. Yeah, you did. I said, but
So he got jumped in.
he got jumped. He got
Again.
That's when he went back into the world too. They had to get. He had to whoop his ass just so. All right, you're a friend again.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's some wild shit.
They're not even friends.
They go snitch on them.
Yeah.
And then when you go to jail, they gonna be clapping your baby
They gonna
mama.
clap your baby mama.
And these the niggas you let beat your ass for friendship? You niggas crazy as hell, man. You niggas crazy, man. But fuck them.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 10, verse 37. For yet a little while, and he that shall come will come, and will not tarry. Now the just shall live by faith. But if any man draw back, my soul shall have no pleasure in him. But we are not of them who draw back unto perdition, but of them that believe to the saving of the soul, man. You know, so and the scriptures talk about those that go back, man. You're gonna get many stripes, man. How about you outside? You can't do anything with you, man. How you gonna taste of the goodness of the heavenly word, man? It's heavenly scriptures, man. And then go back to this bullshit, man. You gonna get your ass beat again, man.
Hey, there's nothing worse than a nigga that knows the truth and does nothing with it. That's the worst nigga on the planet.
I got something.
That's why you prove that you're worse than these 2/3 ass niggas, man.
Right.
I got something to back y'all brothers up. It's the book of Luke 9:62. It says, and Yahweh said unto him, no man having put his hand to the plow and looking back is fit for the kingdom of Yahweh. Right, so if you put your hand to this work, you know, you basically making a vow, you know, to the Lord.
And scripture also says when you put your hand towards anything, do with all thy might.
Let's go.
That's right. Well, for all your strength, man. That's right. He said when you exalt the Lord, exalt as much as you can. You can never do enough. Sirach 43 and 30.
So I got another. This is Romans, the book of 14 and verse 23. And he that doubteth is damned if he eat, because he eateth not of faith. For whatsoever is not of faith is sin. Right? So the scriptures talk about what's gonna separate you from the love of Yahweh Shai, man. You know, it's supposed to be nothing, man. It shouldn't be nothing. Heaven, earth, nothing, man. It speaks about angels, man. Should nothing separate you from the love of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. Alright? Because that eternal kingdom, that treasure, it's obvious that you had a different treasure, man. Or you were seeking something else when you should have been seeking Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. You should have been seeking those things that's above, where can't nobody take it from you, man. When the elect get those crowns, man, it's gonna be eternal, man. They're gonna be immortal, man. Nobody's gonna be able to take that from you, man.
Somebody get that account.
You know? Right? But here in this place, man, it's all thieves break on steel, man. You know, I've been thinking on the things, man. You got these bitch ass niggas who sell out, and you know, they sell out just for their woman to lead them, just to get locked up, you know?
Kanye West.
Matter of fact, get Revelations first. The roll call, Revelation 7.
Revelation 7
And then go to the Apocrypha when he put the crowns on.
So that treasure that they held so dearly unto themselves, to the fact where they sold themselves out, it's actually destroying them. That's sword destruction, man. Because we don't have no rest here, man. According to prophecy, don't matter if you sell your soul, you still not gonna have anything, man. Them thieves still gonna break through and steal your shit.
That's
Man.
right, man. Like all you celebrity rapping niggas with this popping bottles, T.I. and you know, and the crew. And I actually like T.I. Nothing against him personally. Because he's Ruben. All right? Yeah, he probably is Ruben.
No, he definitely is.
But you know, but T.I. and Cube and, you know, all of them, man, everything that they have, they gonna lose because they weren't willing to stand up.
That's right.
For Yahweh when they were given the opportunity, man. You know what? It'd have been best if y'all. But you know what? The Lord works. He works in mysterious ways. Because, truth be said, they helped to plant that seed in the mainstream.
Because they
helped, you know, and they only spoke on it because they were watching us.
Yep. Yeah.
You know, they spoke on it, but you know, it wasn't time. It wasn't time, and it probably would have been better for them had they not spoken, because You know, because Q was first, was quick to come out and say, hey, keep my name out your mouth.
Right.
I don't want to have nothing to do with that shit.
Bitch ass nigga.
You know?
Right. He was
I
talking all that
I
bullshit.
thought you was keeping gangster, y'all. Keep it gangster. Keep it gangster. Right, what happened, man? You know?
Stoudemire did the same thing.
What happened?
Right. Stoudemire one day he
You know?
say that he know he an Israelite. Then the next day he like, man, they need to do some more research. Nah, man, you should be standing stiff.
No, he went
man.
over there. He went over there and took the pictures with them Amalekites, man.
Right.
That nigga, it was over.
Because they, you know what? They dangled that bag in front of him and told him, "Lady, we gonna take this away."
Look, you
We're showing you that they control the money.
Yep.
You will be the lender, all right, and we will be the borrower.
Yep.
All right, you can't be like I said, them damn villain victims. And like I said, they plugging and stabbing everybody, screaming help.
Right.
Help us! Help! You know? They the victims though. Like the shit they do to them damn Palestinians all the time, man. Fucking selling their organs and shit. All kind of wickedness, man.
Victims for the past 200 years.
You know? Bring it out, brother.
It's 2 Timothy 1:7-8 says, for Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. Be not thou therefore ashamed of the testimony of our Lord, nor of me his prisoner, but be thou partakers of the affliction of the gospel according to the power of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. So continuously endure this pain and suffering we going through, because they're going to try their best to take us off course.
Right.
Just continuously sticking to this gospel, man. Sticking to the word.
Revelation 7.
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
Revelation 7:7-1. And after these things I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree. Right? Because the Lord said hold all that back because the elect ain't sealed yet. Right. Verse 2. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living God. And he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power in their foreheads. And I heard the number of them which were sealed, and there were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel.
Con. All right. Yeah, and give the and just go through the tribes now.
Con.
Because this is the heavenly roll call, brother.
And if you people got one of these, call it out. Of the tribe of Judah were sealed 12,000.
Because that was another one of the questions. Where the second question, if I'm not mistaken, I asked where are the Jewish camps and where are all the other tribes at? All right, where are you? You know, where are you waking up your? Wait a minute, your people are already awake. Oh, okay, go ahead.
And y'all not discontinued from your heritage.
Yeah.
It says, of the tribe of Judah were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Reuben were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Gad were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Asher were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Naphtali were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Manasseh were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Simeon were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Levi were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Issachar were sealed 12,000.
Look, the bus ain't 144, bro.
Yeah, in every direction. And 3/4 for mercy.
That's right. I ain't want to interrupt.
No, call hello, y'all. It rolled right up as he was reading. Go ahead.
That was real, man.
Go ahead.
Of the tribe of Zebulun were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Joseph were sealed 12,000.
Which is equal.
Yep. Of the tribe of Benjamin were sealed 12,000. After this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude which no man could number, of all nations and kindreds and people and tongues stood before the throne.
And those were the scattered elect that were scattered among the heathen that the Lord is pulling back out of there. All right, that's the 1/3. All right, the rest of the 1/3, 144,000 is a part of the 1/3. But go ahead.
And before the Lamb, clothed with white robes and psalms in their hands.
There it is. Go right to Second Ezra. Bobby Shop.
This is 2nd Esdras chapter 2 and verse 43. 42? I'm sorry, 42.
Yeah.
This is 2nd Esdras chapter 2 and verse 42. It says, I, Esdras, saw upon the Mount Sion a great people, whom I could not number, and they all praised Yahweh Hashem Yahushua with songs. And in the midst of them, there were a young man of a high stature, taller than all the rest.
Right. So that's Yahweh Shai. Now they think now the Israelite men gonna be ginormous. All right. We gonna make Shaq look small. So how big is Yahweh Shai gonna be? All right. But go ahead.
And upon every one of their heads, he sat crowned.
Man, we come down off them chariots, man. Man. Go ahead, bro.
And was more exalted, which I marveled at greatly. So I asked the angel and said, Sir, what are these? He answered and said unto me, These be they that have put off the mortal clothing and have put on the immortal.
Right, so we pulled off these mortal garments, all right, and you're going to change on your way up.
Let's go.
All right?
That's right.
Or if we die, if we be martyred, we going to wake up to that change.
Wake up. Perfect.
All right, go ahead.
And have confessed the name of the Most High, and now are they crowned and receive palms. Then said I unto the angel, What young person is it that crowneth them, giveth them palms in their hands? So he answered and said unto me, It is the Son of the Most High, of Yahweh, whom they have confessed in the world. And then began I greatly to commend them that stood so stiffly for the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua.
There it is,
Right.
man. There it is. We stood. We got to get them crowds from standing so stiffly. And Yahweh Ratazah, we don't break from these ranks, man.
Go.
And we do that when that time comes, because that time is coming fast, man. And I believe it's going to happen just like I said it's going to happen. This thing is getting too hot. They're going to have to shut it down. You got the oil. They about to run out of oil, so the buses and the trucks may stop running, and they're like that article that I got said this war is gonna kick off in 2022. They're not even gonna make it to 2023. Right. Plus, you got the digital currency that's set to go into place on the 13th of December, man. This shit about to get hot. It's about to get hot, man. It's about to be bullets flying. The hammers, knives going back and forth. It's about to get crazy in America, man.
Niggas die.
All right? Niggas, spiggers,
All
crackers,
them niggas.
ham,
Elam.
all these niggas gonna be dying.
I had
out
a
here,
slap
man.
of Elamite last night.
Perfect.
I hope you get it like this.
No, I ain't get him good because he was walking out. He called me a bitch while he was walking off.
Oh yeah, he this
And
way.
I said, what you say? Yeah, he said, bitch, you know how much money I spent here? I said, what you just say? He said, I spent a lot of money. I said, no, before that. Then he tried to turn around. He said, I got money. I said, let's see if it save you from this, pussy. Then he ran the gun. He the bitches was with him. And he had two bad Edomite chicks with him, and one of them had no hand, man. I was trying to talk to him.
Can't have one no hand.
He gave that bitch was fine. I slapped him. I'm like, man, he just come over there calling me a bitch, man. That's a proud ass shit. I was mad, man. Slapped him right across his fucking head. Like, what's wrong with you?
Sorry, we get his last later.
Soft ass nigga. I claimed him too for the field. No, I'm just gonna show the elder.
2 Timothy 4 and verse 7. I have fought a good fight.
Let's go.
I have finished my course. I have kept the faith. Henceforth, there is laid up for me a crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, shall give me at that day. And not to me only, but unto all them also that love is appearing.
Go.
So that crown is going to be given to those that stood stiffly for the Lord. Not for you Stuttermeyers, not for you fucking Kanye West. None of you cats, man. Know that you Israelites, but then retract your fucking claws like a bitch, man. You gotta stand tall for Yahweh Shimon Shai. He didn't give up on you, but you gonna give up on him?
Hey, why trimmest our way to seek love?
Hey,
Why?
hey, Yahweh Shah took his beat down, man.
Let's go.
All right,
Like
he
a
took,
man.
he took, you know, the worst treatment that any person ever had in the history of mankind, man.
That's
All right. I was watching an episode of Spartacus when they had to draw them stones.
Yeah.
And if you drew the white stone,
Yep.
you got beat to death.
Beat the shit out.
And they had them things, and them things when if they would catch on your bone, it would break it, man. Guys, bones and shit was popping out. All the guys and all them, and you know what? Why them guys got beat? They got beat for running in battle. The dude, and my man's was hurt. The little bitch nigga, he was hurt. Because first of all, he wasn't supposed to call that battle, right? He was supposed to observe and report. But he went and tried to get some glory, and got his ass handed to him, right? And his men retreated, and then his guy, his number one homie, didn't retreat, stayed with him by his side. But he ended up saying, fuck it, I'm standing with my men. And he pulled a white stone. All right?
With that sad ass look on his face, huh?
Right. Then he was like, fuck, I should have shot like them ass. Right. Because he didn't retreat. He stayed to fight with his commander. All right? But them dudes got beat to death, man.
Yeah.
All right? And it's like every time, whatever them things they had that they were hitting them with, man, it would open them up. You know, when they would hit them, you would see they skull. You know, you hit them, they hit one dude and you saw, and it opened up his jaw, you saw all his teeth. Yeah. They hit the dude in the elbow, his bone popped out of socket, man. You know? So it's gonna be a horrific beating. All right, for turning your back on the Lord, man. Go ahead, brother.
Right. It's Wisdom of Solomon 5:1. Says, then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness.
And that's what we doing.
Before Salaki.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Says, then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him.
And we've been doing that all along. Right. Coming out here professing who we are. All right? And it takes Kanye and Kyrie that don't know what they're talking about. At all. They don't have the wisdom or the knowledge or the understanding. All right? And they attack them. But like you said, them same people, they're not going to put the camera in front of our faces.
Oh, not at all.
They'll put the camera from a distance and control the narrative and say what they want to. Right. But they won't come up here and confront us about the facts and the history and the scriptures. They can't defend themselves like that. They gonna throw up that anti-Semitic. They gonna scream anti-shield and try to avoid the narrative.
That's the biggest blanket statement.
The big blanket statement to protect their lives. But the Lord's taking that away. Now they're gonna have to. Go ahead, brother.
It says, and made no account of his labor.
And so these scriptures are evidence that it's gonna happen. Go ahead.
Verse 2, it says, when they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear.
And they shook right now. They are afraid. They're losing their power. They're going down. America's falling. Europe is falling. The so-called white man is losing his grip on the whole world, man. He's losing. Go ahead.
And shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation.
Hey, so when our salvation comes, when the Lord show up, and he don't look like them, right? Or exactly. Go ahead.
So far beyond all they that look for.
And that story of the black Jesus, you know, we all heard about the story of what happened in Africa, okay, in the 1960s. And he told them that that one day in the future, there's gonna be more come like him. There's gonna be so many of them, they're not gonna be able to do nothing to stop him. Go ahead.
Verse 3, and they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit.
And they're gonna be like that damn cracker I was just talking about, who pulled that white stone. I showed you, because it was the black stone was salvation, the white stone was you got destroyed. Just saying. But go ahead.
And they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision.
Damn, these niggas, these spicks,
the niggas in the dresses,
these savages, them, they the people of the Lord. You're right, but that's only going to be the unlearned, the rest of the masses, because the elites know, they already know we're the people of the Lord. The elites that control this society and they control the banking system and the media and all, they know who we are.
They know the other elites.
Exactly.
It takes an elite to know an elite.
Exactly.
I
They,
said,
they know
let's-
exactly who we really are. All right? It's just everybody else is going to be shocked. Because they fell for the okie doke and didn't listen to us. Go ahead.
And a proverb of reproach.
Yeah, we were a proverb for reproach. Niggas, spicks, wetbacks, coons, savages, porch monkeys, Indians. We had all kind of wicked ass names that labels they put upon us. All those, and that which matches up with scriptures. We will become a byword and a proverb. All right. No, that's good.
I got something.
Go ahead, brother.
This is the book of Revelations 11:11. It says, and after 3 days and a half, which is like roughly 350 years, it says, the spirit of life from Yahweh entered into them, and they stood upon their feet.
And this is signifying the last captivity too. Continue.
It says, and great fear fell upon them which saw them. Right,
And
the Lord.
these niggas shook. No, go ahead, brother. Speak.
Yeah, starting with Abba Bivens, ever since then, our elders and our apostles, taught us, we're proclaiming this word, throughout the four corners of the world, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai, and it can't be stopped,
Right. Oh, hey, yeah, this word is the juggernaut, bitch.
Don't stop. So once it get that momentum, it's the snowball effect, man. Right.
Downhill. A snowball turns into an avalanche, man.
Now that's a white stone. Hey, but in the scripture, matter of fact, I actually got a scripture. I don't want that white stone in Spartacus. I want this white stone.
That white stone in Revelation,
Come on, man. You know where
Let's
I'm
go,
going.
man.
This is Revelations 2 in verse 17. It
go.
says, he that have an ear, let him hear what the Spirit says unto the churches. To him that overcometh will I give to eat of that hidden manna. And will I give him a white, and will give him a white stone, and in the stone a new name, which no man knoweth, saving he that receiveth it. So we gonna go into that, it's going back to that mark of exemption, going back into that covenant.
Right.
We ain't gonna be like them niggas who fell off and got that Spartacus tree.
They picked the wrong stone.
They picked
right.
the wrong one. They picked
reached
that
that
imitation.
bag, when they put out the black rock, they were like, and the dudes who put out that white stone was like pissing and shitting on the
Yeah,
shit.
we want the good one. We don't want that one.
All right, real quick. Revelation 13, 9 and 10, Revelation 18 and 6, Ezekiel 25, 12 through 14, Lamentations 4, 21, 22.
This is Revelation 13, 9 and 10. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
Matter of fact, I do believe that some of them other translations, they tell you that somebody going into slavery. All right? And that's exactly. He that leadeth into captivity, we all know who led us into captivity.
That's right.
All right? So it said he that leadeth. So if you are part of the race that led people into captivity, you're going into captivity. There's nothing that I or anyone else can do about it.
It said,
Right?
I'm just going to finish that.
Go ahead.
Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. So you know he couldn't be the saints.
Right, the patience and the faith. They're exactly.
He couldn't be the
The
saints.
saints, exactly.
The saints was led into
The
captivity
saints
and
were
waiting
led
for
into
they-
captivity, and they're waiting to take into captivity those that took them into captivity. Isaiah 14, 1 and 2, forgot that one. We grab it. Somebody get it in one of them, in the NLT on top of that.
This is the book of Isaiah 14 and 1. It says, for the Lord will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land, and the stranger shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
Right?
It says,
Those strangers are the Israelite foreigners. All right, go ahead.
verse 2, it says, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord.
Right, so the them there are the heathen. Go ahead.
For servants and handmaids.
For servants and handmaids, bed wenches, and shit like that. All right, go ahead.
And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were.
Right, so we're going to take into captivities those who had us in captivity.
Beautiful.
All right? Hey, we still wait for the rabbis to answer those questions. Because we still don't know when the Jewish people were in captivity, right? And when they went Joseph Iron, when the heritage was taken from them and they didn't know who they were, all right? Because when you do your research, that's the part they don't want to be talked about. Go ahead.
It says, and they shall rule over their oppressors. It says, verse 3, and it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow, and from thy fear, and from thy hard bondage, wherein thou wast made to serve, that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon, and say, how has the oppressor ceased, the golden city ceased? It says, the Lord has broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. He who smote the people in wrath for a continual stroke. He that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted, and none hindereth.
There you go, man. So none hindereth him, but he's about to be hindered. Go ahead and bring out the next verse.
You just wanted verse 2 or you want?
Just verse 1 and 2.
All right, this is the book of Isaiah 14, verse 1 in the New Living Translation. It says, but the Lord will have mercy on the descendants of Jacob. He will choose Israel as his special people once again. He will bring them back to settle once again in their own land. And people from many different nations will come and join them there.
And those are the scattered elect that are scattered among the heathen. Read.
And join them there and unite with the people of Israel.
So you're not going to unite if you can't be adopted back into something you were never part of. Read.
The nations of the world will help the people of Israel to return. And those who come to live in the Lord's land will serve them. Those who captured Israel will themselves be captured.
There it is.
Those who captured Israel will themselves be captured, and Israel will rule over its enemies.
There it is, man. So you think about all the slave movies. Who was the captives and who were the captors? Who was willing the whips and who was catching the end of it? All right. Go ahead.
It's 2 Thessalonians 2 and 14 through 17. It says, whereunto he called you by our gospel to the obtaining of the glory of our Lord Yahushua HaMashiach. Therefore, brethren, stand fast and hold the traditions which ye have been taught, whether by word or our epistles. Now our Lord Yahushua HaMashiach himself and God, even our Father, which have loved us and have given us everlasting consolation and good hope through grace, comfort your hearts, establish you in every good work and word. I said, comfort your heart, establish you in every good word and work. So through this word and that are faithful and true through Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, now we have our true heritage, we have our true traditions of which we're supposed to be living by. So we're going to continuously to endure and understand that we have an everlasting constellation, which is an everlasting prize through Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. And that's through this word and truth.
Bring out that next scripture. Lamentations 4.
Lamentations 4 and 20. Yeah, this is Lamentations 4 and 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee.
That's that cup of slavery. Right. All right.
Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked.
Yep, they're going to make themselves naked and they're going to have to run all that. Cool Becky right there.
Right! I was thinking about it the whole time.
Go ahead.
Verse 22. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins.
There it is, man. And that's exactly what's happening. They don't want their sins and what they did to be discovered. All right? That last one, Revelation 18 and 6. Yeah. Go ahead, brother.
This is Ezekiel chapter 25 and verse 12. Thus saith the Lord power, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, because that Edom have dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance and have greatly offended. And revenged himself upon them. Therefore, thus saith the Lord power, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, I will also stretch out my hand upon Edom and will cut off man and beast from it, and I will make it desolate from Teman, and they of the dead shall fall by the sword.
And that's funny. Teman is being made desolate. Them Germans are catching hell, and they over there freezing because they ain't got no oil for power. The heat, right? And they had the strongest economy, and now the economy is broken. Go ahead. So so Teman, the scripture is coming to pass.
That's right.
All right, go ahead.
Ezekiel 25:14, and I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel.
It's gonna be more sound effects than a Bruce Lee movie. All right, than a damn kung fu flick. Go ahead.
Says, and they
It's
shall.
gonna be a lot of It's gonna be going down.
That's
Go
right.
ahead, brother.
Says, and they shall do in Edom according to my anger, and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith Yahweh Bashem Yahushai power.
Yeah, it is, man. Lord is getting ready to tear y'all asses up. Last scripture, brother.
Revelation 18 in verse 6.
Start at 5.
Fine. Fine with me. Revelation 18:5. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High hath remembered her iniquities. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her works. In the cup.
When you look at the amount of wickedness and the amount of pain and suffering that our people suffered at the hand of these people, and the Lord is ordering that they get double. Damn. Go ahead.
Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her according to her works. In the cup which he hath filled to her double. How much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously. And lived deliciously. So much torment and sorrow give her. For she said in her heart, I said a queen, and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow.
Oh, she gonna see a whole lot of sorrow. She gonna swallow sorrow. All right. Hey, so with that, we're gonna give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh.
Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rakakwadash.
What a papa ball.